Guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, Rockstar Games are rolling out the special Biker Week event this week, which is offering you guys double money and double RP on a ton of different MC and biker themed work. Now I'm not gonna lie boys, there has been one method that I have been personally using for the last year. This method is so goddamn good that I personally use it even when it isn't double money and double RP on the MC challenges and work. Just going to show you guys, if I'm grinding out without double money, then whilst right now it is double money, you guys should definitely be making the most of it. Now of course it's all good me just telling you guys that I was grinding this method out when it wasn't double money and double RP, so just to prove to you guys that I was, I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay of me grinding this method when it isn't double money and double RP. So the payouts that you guys are going to be seeing throughout this video are going to be half of what you guys are currently earning. But I thought another reason why I would do that is because even when Rockstar Games end the double money and double RP promotions on the biker event, you guys can still use this method to grind out a ton of money very easily. Of course, we all know the biggest payouts by now in GTA 5 and how to earn the most money, but they usually require a bunch of friends and they're usually quite tedious and they actually require you to play the game. However, the method I'm going to be showing you guys today doesn't require none of that stuff. It's extremely fun to the point where you hardly even play the game. You can do this method in like 1 minute and then you keep receiving payments literally every single 5 minutes. So practically like double what the old good contact missions used to pay, plus this could be done in free roam. And when you take out everything as far as loading menus and waiting for people to join, all of that other stuff that you usually have to do when you're doing contact missions or heists or doing something else like as far as selling warehouses, time really does fly. You don't realize how much time you actually waste in GTA 5 every time you want to start up a heist or start a contact mission or something along those lines, as doing a race. There is none of that. You're literally able to get straight on with your grind. Another great thing about this method is you're able to farm it, so there's no limit, hence the reason this method is unlimited. As I'm sure all of you guys are aware, when there's like an epic legit way of making money on GTA 5, sooner or later Rockstar Games will patch it so you can only do it a certain amount of time within that time period. For example, people used to like spawning in cars and just selling them, keep on selling them and getting cash in, and if you knew where to find certain rare cars, you could just stock all of those up and literally just sell them and get like 200k every garage. Whereas nowadays there's a cooldown period, I believe, of like 45 minutes until you can sell the second car. There is none of that in this method. You can literally smash it back to back as much as you like. Plus there's a bunch of great features when doing this method that you won't be able to notice straight away, which I will be talking about. But just to give one as an example, if you guys are like me and you actually have some businesses in GTA 5 online, by doing this method you're actually going to be preventing your businesses from being robbed, and that is just one of the bonuses from doing this method. And like I said, no one likes to get their businesses robbed on GTA 5. It's just a headache, especially if you guys are up for just grinding out money. You're just doing your method, then you just have to drop everything, go to one of your businesses, and you might even die during that, which means you guys will lose all of your product, which could be like $1 million. So like I said, none of that is possible when grinding out this method. And I am aware that everyone watching this video right now is a different rank on GTA 5. We all have a different amount of friends or even a different way of how we play GTA 5. So I'm going to be fully breaking down this method because you can do it in a bunch of different ways. So there's 3 main ways that you can grind out this method. I'm going to be showing you guys how to farm it so you can just keep on repeating it as much as you like and try and make the most amount of money. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how I personally use it to maximize the payouts, as well as using it with other businesses, because as you guys are probably aware now, there's tons of different ways to be making money on GTA 5 online. So you kind of got to, like I said, use different methods to what suits you best. So hopefully by me covering everything in this video, there'll be no questions answered. You guys will be able to jump on GTA 5 straight away and start stacking some serious cash. So as always, if this video does help you in any way, shape or form, and you guys do want to see more money making guides in the future, a like down below is highly appreciated. And if you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe as I post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the epic method. Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is pull up your phone. You want to go to the Southern San Andreas website and you want to purchase the Manchez motorbike. Don't worry if you guys are really low on cash. this motorbike is practically pennies to what we're going to be earning back, and you do need this motorbike to be grinding at this method. So as you guys can see, it's literally only 67k. If you guys don't have 67k, then click on the playlist down in the description. It'll take you to some of my other money making methods, but I'm pretty sure 95% of you will have about 67k in the bank. Now once you guys are in a free roam session, you just simply want to start up your MC, as you can see I'm doing on screen. Now this is the first method for you guys that are just doing it purely solo. As you can see, I'm by myself, just want to farm this out as much as you can. So all you want to do pretty much is do as I do on screen. This can be done, like I said, in any session, free aim, auto aim, it doesn't make an absolute difference. So all you want to do is pull up your interaction menu, go down to the motorcycle club, go down to find prospects, and literally just spam it out. Just spam everyone. And this is another great feature about this method, is when you're spamming it out, you don't need any specific players to join. You don't need like a rank 100 or a low ranker. These could be high rank, low rank, it doesn't make a difference. You guys are still going to be getting paid. So as you can see, just do as I do on screen, roll through the menu of all players, just tap in A once you invite everyone. I have not had one session where not one person is joined, so I'm pretty sure you guys will get someone straight away. And if you don't, just find a new session. It takes no longer than 30 seconds, but you guys will see as soon as you spam people out, you'll always have a ton of random people joining. Sometimes it might not even show up. So as you guys can see here, 2 people joined my MC, and it's not showing up like in big text saying is a new prospect. Sometimes it glitches out like that, so you might not even know. Nonetheless, once you guys have got your manches and you've got some randoms that joined your MC, all you want to do is pull up your interaction menu, go down to motorcycle club, you want to go down to club challenges, and you want to start the challenge called Wheelie Rider, as you can see me doing on screen. Like I said, it doesn't make a difference whether you've got 2 members in your MC or you've got a full 7-member squad. You will always be able to beat them as long as you guys follow this step and you own the manches. So as you guys can see on screen, if you guys aren't aware by now, this is my favorite motorbike on the game because you have the potential to do unlimited wheelies. So what that basically means is you are practically unbeatable at this challenge. And like I said, there is no cooldown period for this challenge. So as you guys can see on screen right now, you might think, alright, this is looking pretty good, I'm going slow, but some of the records that I've got doing this challenge have gone past 20,000 feet. Don't worry, I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay of me doing all of these challenges. I'm even able to turn around while holding a wheelie. So if you guys aren't aware, you've never ridden this bike before, you don't currently own it, all you have to do is hold back on your analog stick and just keep slightly tapping acceleration, and you'll keep on going. Obviously, the quicker you tap acceleration, the quicker you can go. But if you guys are in the city, like in Los Santos, I would just take your time with this one. Just try and hold it as long as possible. As you guys can see here, I had a crew member try and knock me off my bike. Don't worry, I get revenge on that guy later on in the video. You guys will see what I mean. But like I said, you can just pull it back and keep on going as much as you want. And in case you guys haven't noticed already, in the bottom right, this challenge only lasts for 5 minutes. And as I'm sure most of you guys know, there's been a bunch of different challenges we could do back in the day as a VIP and a CEO. However, all of these challenges were full-blown 10 minutes, and the best one I believe was like Most Wanted, which would only earn you guys around 16k. Like I said, was 10 minutes and had another 10-minute cooldown period, so you couldn't just start it and then keep on starting it over and over again, farming as much money as possible. With this method, we're going to be getting 12k, so just 4k less than waiting a full 5 minutes. And it is worth mentioning, I never even do the full 5 minutes. If you guys pay attention to the gameplay coming up in just a second, you guys will notice what I actually do is I just do a big wheelie for like 1.5 minutes, and I just sit up AFK for 3.5 minutes. So this method, you're not even really doing work for 5 minutes. It's more like a method that only takes you about 1.5 minutes to do, and then you're waiting just a few more minutes to receive your epic payout. None of that waiting, starting, loading menus, glitching out, waiting in the clouds. Once you remove all of that crap, honestly guys, your money just stacks up so much more quickly. And as you guys can see here, this is me just showing you guys as an example that you can literally hold this wheelie as long as possible, taking turns and all of that. If you guys are literally just going for as far as you want, you guys will see my tactic in just a second. I always go to the highways to do this method. So fast forwarding this gameplay slightly, as you guys can see, I'm still holding my wheelie. I've managed to make it all the way back around to my clubhouse in the same wheelie, showing you guys that this is literally easy to do as much wheelies. And it is kind of fun. The fact that you're getting paid cash to do a goddamn wheelie on a motorbike, come on boys, you really can't complain with this method. So like I said, I purposely ended my wheelie here because I had some crew members in my MC. I thought, you know what, I'm going to smash out a contract before I do another wheelie rider, because I might get these guys backing out if I just keep spamming wheelie rider over and over again, and they're thinking, who the fuck is this laser guy coming out of like 8,000 feet score? As you guys can see in the bottom right, no one's score is coming close to me, and no one does. in all of my videos. I've done this over 100 times since the release, and I haven't lost one challenge. I'm going to be showing you guys in a gameplay of this just as evidence, but as you guys can see, all I do, this is what I do usually, I park off and I just wait for my cash to roll in, as well as a nice 500 RP. I forgot to mention that. I know a lot of you low rankers are always asking me how do I earn RP, but bang, as you guys can see, for literally doing a wheelie for a few minutes, I'm rewarded with an insane $12,000 as well as 500 RP. Now, as I explained, if you guys are looking to do a challenge, then a contract, in my case, as you're about to see, when I went to launch a contract for these guys, they were unavailable, and I noticed this happens a lot in big packed out sessions, that you can't even do these contracts from your clubhouse because there's always someone else in your session spamming out contracts, doesn't even give you a chance. And if that's the case, don't worry boys, just do what I do. Like I said, there is no cooldown period for the wheelie rider, so I just simply head back outside my clubhouse, pull up my interaction menu, go down to club challenges, bang, I'm able to start wheelie rider again. And also, just as proof that no one is able to beat me when doing this challenge, as you guys can see, I ended up filling out my MC just to make things harder for myself. You really don't have to get that many in here, you can only have one other guy, but I just wanted to prove to you guys in this video that I had like 6-7 other guys in my MC every time, and none of them were beating me. So as you guys can see on screen, I've just headed straight back outside of my clubhouse, get back on my motorbike, go down to challenges, and there is no cooldown period whatsoever. Wheelie rider starts again straight away. Now I'm going to fast forward this gameplay just to save you guys time, but as you guys can clearly see, after only 2 minutes of doing a wheelie, I've managed to get over 5,000 feet wheelie, which is 1 meter challenge already. And if you guys clocked on, the same guy that knocked me off my wheelie earlier on managed to do it again. So as soon as I started to chase him down, I turned friendly fire on like an idiot, and somehow this blew me up. But like I said earlier in the video, I do end up getting revenge on this little. So as you guys can see, somehow he managed to blow me up. Nonetheless, fast forward a few minutes, when this challenge was about to end, I parked up near my cocaine factory, so I went to go and check it. And as you guys can see, he came over to investigate me. Bad mistake. I started bitch slapping him over and over again to the point where he can't even stand up. As you guys can see, this is one of the best features I've got to say with this biker DLC, just for the pure trolling aspect of it. If someone's stepping out of line, whack them off the motorbike and just keep on whacking them. And just in case you guys missed the payout from when the challenge actually ended, as you guys can see, I get exactly 12k again. It doesn't decrease, and once again, once it finishes, all I have to do is pull up my interaction menu, go down to wheelie rider and start the thing again and collect another easy 12k. So as you guys are about to see right here, I just went back to my clubhouse, which is like a 1.5 mile drive, and that was enough for me to win this challenge. Literally do a wheelie for 1.5 minutes and get a very nice 12.5k. When comparing this to other money making methods, I'm really struggling to find one that is so fun that pays this amount of money that you can keep on repeating over and over again. And as I explained right at the start of the video, you guys seem to really like it when I fully break down the method and show you guys how I personally use it to benefit me the most. So if you guys are like me and you actually own a couple businesses in GTA 5, whether that be the fraudery, the methamphetamines, the weed, or the cocaine, you guys can have up to 5 of these businesses. So what I'll do, I'm going to show you guys gameplay as if I was to just come online for the first ever time using this method. Now as you guys can see, I wake up, log straight into a new game, do as I explained earlier, pull up your interaction menu, just spam out invites, you'll get a bunch of people joining you. Now once you guys get a few prospects joining you, all you want to do, as I explained earlier, jump on your manchas and head outside of your clubhouse. Now what I personally do is go into my laptop in my clubhouse and I check my businesses quickly to see which ones are running low on supplies. So my methamphetamine lab was running low on supplies, secondly my weed, and then finally my cocaine factory had the most supplies left in it. So what I do is pull up my interaction menu, go down to quick GPS, mark up the meth lab, and then I go ahead and start the wheelie rider. Now whilst I'm doing the wheelie rider challenge to get my nice 12k, I'm doing a wheelie all the way over to my meth lab. I'm going to fast forward this gameplay so as you guys can see, so what I'd usually be doing is going ahead and resupplying all of my businesses. This time I'm getting paid a nice 12k for the little drive in between. And as I explained right at the start of the intro, one of the worst parts about driving in between businesses is getting one of your businesses robbed by enemies or the police. Especially if you guys are like me and you go AFK now and again, this should happen without you even knowing. You can come back to your Xbox and be like, oh, your business is getting robbed, you're losing supplies, you're losing money. Whereas doing this method, you're completely doing the opposite. So you're taking zero risk of being robbed as well as receiving money rather than losing money. And like I said, most of my businesses are a couple miles in between each other, so it can be quite annoying, all of these long drives. So just being rewarded with a 12k for every single full drive really does stack up, boys. You guys are about to see in just a moment when I show you you guys all of the gameplay of me actually receiving payments from doing this. This is another great thing about Xbox and PlayStation nowadays. I don't even have to have my Elgato in to prove to you guys. I've just been recording it through my Xbox every time I've been doing this, and I'm pretty sure I've made over 800k now from doing this method. But as you guys can practically see, I've managed to wheelie the entire way all the way to my methamphetamine lab until I saw this random BMX dude who completely threw me off. I had no ideas these guys were around in free roam, so obviously you know me, I have to go and bully his ass or whack him off his bike a couple times. But nonetheless, fast forward a little bit, as soon as I arrived back at my methamphetamine lab, bang, a nice 12k for a drive that I would always be doing anyway. So once again, I go ahead and I resupply my methamphetamines lab, and this is what you guys can see on screen right now. Now as soon as I'm done resupplying, I knew my weed farm was the second lowest on supply, so I pull up my quick GPS, mark my weed farm, go down to challenges, and I start the challenge again. And if you guys are wondering why I pull up the quick GPS to mark each of my factories, that's because you won't be able to use quick GPS when you actually start the challenge. So you want to do that first and then start the challenge, just so you have a little waypoint to follow if you guys aren't 100% sure of the location of your businesses. Because like I said, I own 3 different businesses and they're in 3 different locations, so I'm literally getting a very nice 36k for literally doing my little resupply run, which I'd always be doing and I'd be getting nothing for. And once again, as you guys can clearly see, I don't even need nowhere near the 5 minutes that's allocated to you. I always just do a wheelie for about a minute and a half and go and park up in a little secure spot. Next thing you know, 12k for a little wheelie. And as I explained, once I finish the challenge, I just head inside any of my businesses, do a quick resupply mission. As soon as the resupply mission's done, I quickly spam out more invites, trying to get your crew as big as possible, because like I said, it doesn't matter whether you got 7 or 2 people in there, you guys will not be losing this challenge. As you guys can see, once again, brand new prospect, back on my manchas, pull up my challenges, hit him with a wheelie, 12k in the bank. And honestly, if you guys can think of any fun or easier methods than this that could be done in free roam over the years, I don't think there has been one, then do be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. However, as you guys can see on screen, now I'm on the highway, you guys can literally pull back your analog stick and hold down acceleration, and you guys pretty much clear 1,000 feet in like 5 seconds. So when I said earlier on, do a wheelie for a minute and a half, that's being very generous to you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys can do a wheelie, as you guys can see on screen, for 30 seconds. Get over, what am I on, 4,000 feet? Park up, and that is it, done. You guys literally have no reason whatsoever to complain. I can definitely see Rockstar Games nerfing this one in the future, and it honestly doesn't even feel like you're grinding money, especially if you guys do a lot of MC work with your friends. Don't even tell them how you're doing this unlimited wheelie, just keep doing it every time you do like a run in between one of your businesses, or every time you do a contract. Always just start up now and again. That's kind of like what I do, as you guys can see. Every time I drive in between every different location I've got to go to, that's when I'll decide to launch it. And then now and again, like I said, I'll just press start, jump in a new session like you can see on screen, just literally spam out invites. I'll always get people joining and literally just keep on farming it until those guys rage quit, which is never. So as you guys can see, I'm in a brand new session. These guys had no idea what was about to hit them. Challenge started, wheelie rider. This time I only do a wheelie for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's long enough, like I explained, to win the challenge most of the time. And what you guys can see now is just basically loads of clips of me just winning this challenge in different lobbies against hundreds of different players. So you guys really have no excuse. For some reason, I can see Rockstar Games not nerfing the payout, but definitely putting a cooldown period on it of like you have to wait another 5 minutes, whereas now you can just keep on repeating it as much as you want. I cannot emphasize how fun, easy, and straightforward this method is. Do grind it out back to back, like I said, or do it in between doing like resupply missions. This has got to be the best thing about this method. You can do it whenever you like, however you like, and however long you like. So you really have no excuses whatsoever. And if you guys do use GTA 5 money glitches, I just want to emphasize, this is not a GTA 5 money glitch. This is a perfectly legit way to make money. If you guys aren't aware, there was a bunch of different GTA 5 money glitches that came out. However, Rockstar Games have not only been patching these glitches very quickly, but they have been punishing the people that have been making millions very, very abruptly. We're talking about people losing all of their money as well as all of their garages. If you guys aren't aware, there has been different ban punishments from Rockstar back in the day. Maybe they would only remove what they thought that you earned illegitimately, but nowadays they are just clearing your entire account. They are not ramping whatsoever. So if I was you guys, I would definitely stay away from doing any money glitches at the moment, because you really don't want to lose all of your account after all of that hard work, especially if you guys have grinded out a lot legit. Nonetheless, that is going to do it from me, guys. If you guys haven't clocked all of these little clips I've been showing you guys so far, I've already gained over 450k just from these little clips, and these are just like a handful that I've just recorded over the last few weeks of me grinding this method. And in case you guys are thinking, yeah, you say you grinded the last few weeks, just as evidence, as you guys can see here, this clip was recorded 19 days ago. Nonetheless, that is going to do it from me, guys. A highly requested video from you guys, a brand new solo unlimited money making method that all of you guys should definitely be making the most of. If this video has helped you out in any way, shape or form, do be sure to do me a favor and drop a like down below. Also, do feel free to check out some more money making guides. I will leave a link to the full playlist down below in the description, which does include the Biker DLC money making guide, where I fully break down how all of the businesses work. So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go ahead and check it out. I do fully break down how you can maximize the most amount of money from each different business, as well as what might suit you guys best depending on how much you actually play the game. And if this is the first ever video you've seen on my channel, do be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.